Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy, Atypical Security Guard, coming to you today with a quick review. So, today was able to go out and put some rounds in the Glock 43X MOS right here. Very, very good gun. Very comfortable to wear. Wore it all day, utilizing a holster from Amazon. I'll show you guys that here in a second. Before we go any further, let's go ahead and just clear this firearm, take out the magazine. Go ahead and lock that slide back. You guys can see that there are no rounds, no ammunition in the firearm. Go ahead and put the magazine back in. Wore this all day, utilizing a pretty inexpensive holster that I was able to find on Amazon. It is a light bearing holster. I'm running the TLR 7 sub. Very happy with it. It's got the mono clip that I utilize for all of my firearms, even my Ruger LCR, my Kimber K6 XS. Big fan of these types of clips. If you're doing concealed carry draw, or draw from concealment rather, these clips that lock around the back side of the belt, I think they are absolutely invaluable. Every single gun that I carry concealed, I make sure that I have these clips. So great holster, about 45 bucks. Not sure if the brand might be able to put that in the description, but I'm not sponsored by these guys, so I'm not sure I want to give them any sort of free shout out or anything like that. But big fan of the carry of that. Clearly, I'm running the peep sight on the back as opposed to utilizing the MOS capable area to put a red dot. I do like red dots. I have a red dot on my duty pistol. I think that if you're going to be taking shots at considerable distance, it's important to have that red dot. But for self-defense, being a situation where, I talk about pulling your firearm in basically crackhead distance, I think having that peep sight, for me, and this is just for me, much better option. I do like utilizing a secondary option for your off magazine. Not a big fan of the sidecars that have the side-by-side, because I have a little bit bigger of a belly and it's very uncomfortable for me. So if I utilize a magazine holster, Kydex magazine holster similar to this, I can put it behind me. I can put it in my that little third pocket that you have in your jeans. This works out well. I'm able to carry that secondary magazine and not have to impede on my gut until I lose a little bit more weight. So I was able to get some shots with this today. Pretty happy with it. Felt way more confident with it, way more accurate with it than I was the other day. I think that a few more trips to the range, I'll be able to get pretty comfortable and confident with the firearm. So one of the things I want to talk to you guys about today is the grip. So clearly, with most Glocks post the Gen 3, they've kind of changed the way that they're texturing their handles. It's not bad. It's not perfect. I'm a big fan. I know a lot of people aren't. I'm a big fan of how FN does their handles. A lot of texture. People say that they kind of throw the kitchen sink at their handles in terms of texture, but for me, I really like that. This a little bit too slick, and then being in the Pacific Northwest, it's always raining, it's always wet up here. So I've looked at a couple of different options of what you can use. You can do the stippling, where they go in and kind of scratch this up and do more full on texture, but then you're altering the gun. If you ever want to sell it, trade it in for something else, a lot of the stores around here don't dig that. Another option is the Talon grips, but I personally have never ever been a fan of that. I do not like the way that the Talon grips look on the firearm. That's just me. I know a lot of people do, but I've never been a fan of it. So I've thought about some of the rubber grips that you can put over the handle. Looked at a couple different options, but one thing that I thought was just, hey, why not just go with some great, old school like goon tape type stuff? But I don't want to spend the money on the name brand. I feel like it's just pre-wrap, it's just tape, and they're able to kind of market it very well and get a little bit of extra cash for it. But in Joe Biden's America, every little bit helps. So I went down to my local Dick's Sporting Good, and I picked up a few rolls of just your basic pre-wrap. This is just the cohesive tape that you would utilize on an athlete if you were going to be wrapping an ankle, wrapping a knee, something similar to that. Got two options here. Got the camouflage, got the black. So I'm going to go ahead and just wrap this up and see how it looks, see how it feels, see if that gives me a little bit better grip on the draw. And then we'll jump in.
Shot for the round and mid deploy, ayy. Ran up from a dollar, catch a slow, ayy. What? Nigga, Old boy, Fred, 4 for 1 to the project. Lying young and street, made the pussy, bring the black back. Standing in the kitchen, whipping nigga, catch a contact. Shot for the round and mid deploy, ayy. Ran up from a dollar, catch a slow, ayy. Love my pistol, dog, and fit just like a glove. I ain't come up out the drug, they no fool me was selling drugs. Dope boy, Fred, just like Juicy Jane, 3-6. Lying young and screens, I been turned with the demons. Ayy, Trapper gave a son to believe in. I been on my grind, I'm hating.